Thank you very much for joining me on this Tuesday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, waiting on our first big front of the season, and there are some signs one is going to be dropping in. Now, in the short term, there's been a lot of cold air plunging down toward Florida, even the northern Bahamas, even central Bahamas. We've had the chill, so we've had that across the Bahamas back toward the Gulf, even seeing the higher terrain over toward Mexico. We've had the bigger drop-offs. Now, we're waiting for the wind shift as we get into next month across the Caribbean. It's going to be a couple weeks, but let me just kind of take you out in time here. This shading here, that's the really cold air. Of course, we're locked into the warm stuff as a whole across the Caribbean over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, we've had some shifts in the winds as we get closer to getting the Christmas winds, but as we work our way into, you see one front here, this is early December. First week of December, a pretty substantial front is going to drop in, and even colder weather. You see some signs of it here, but this front, while this is going to be bringing a lot of cold air to the United States, parts of Mexico, we're still locked into a lot of the warm stuff as we work our way through the first week of December. But let's go out in time even more so as we work our way through December, getting past the first week of December into the middle of December. Now, what's going to happen here is it's actually going to be a warm up and then a big cool down. You see here, let me stop it here. This is by December 13th. It looks like mid-December, there is going to be a big front right here working its way through the United States. This one has a lot of energy. It's going to pull down a lot of cold air from our friends in Canada. And then eventually, if we were to go out in time even more so, this front is going to clip by at least into the northeastern Caribbean, swinging back towards, say, Jamaica and Belize, where we could get a shift in the winds. Of course, with the Christmas winds comes some relatively lower humidity, but also the choppier seas make some of that sailing even trickier. So we'll see just how far south this first bigger front gets. So again, mid-December, that's when we could have some bigger changes. Now, in the short term, this is a look at the winds. Again, as we take it through today, with that front that moved by Florida and the Bahamas, our winds more to the north, even back toward Cuba. Even the Cayman Islands, a little bit more of a northeasterly flow. So we're starting to see some of those changes. Again, that northerly, northeasterly flow right through here, but it's not the big time front that we'll see by the middle of December. And then eventually, as we get toward the end of the week, as we get into Wednesday and eventually Thursday, the winds are going to switch back around in the Gulf of Mexico. There'll be that warming trend. Winds will turn more out of the east and eventually out of the southeast before we start to see the next fronts pushing in. So we are starting to get the signs that we're going to get these changes moving in, and that's what I'll be tracking for you. Now, in the short term, we've had a few showers overnight. Some spots in Belize, it was raining the entire night, so I've been watching that. A little more active over here, but overall, not a ton of action. What's happening is we have a lot of dry air in place. We're not looking at Saharan dust for the most part or anything like that, just some drier air that's been with us. Doesn't mean we're not going to get some showers and storms, but this is a snapshot of the mid-levels of the atmosphere, that orange shading. It just means we don't have any widespread rain event. But you see today, again, the Yucatan of Mexico, Belize, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, El Salvador, even down through Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Panama, scattered showers and storms. Jamaica, a few spotty showers. So we got a couple little fronts moving by. So a passing shower. Jamaica, Cuba, over toward the Bahamas today. We're starting to see the tail ends of fronts that are working by, and that's why we could see that hit or miss shower. This is on our Wednesday. Not a ton here, St. Lucia, Barbados, but there's going to be a little more moisture building over toward Dominica as we get toward the middle and end of the week. This is by Thursday, and you see a little more green on the map. So watching Guadeloupe, Dominica, Martinique, we could see a better chance of some rain, even Antigua and Barbuda. So Eastern Caribbean later this week, while it's not widespread, we're going to see a bump up in the rain chance. I want to get into that in a second. Now, just kind of looking at, I mentioned December with the fronts moving by. We're in an El Nino cycle, and when you get that, you get a higher chance of rain in our northern zones. Usually we're drier in our southern zones, and I've been looking at a lot of stuff just diving into December. Not only do I see a bigger front mid-December, but I also see wetter than average conditions as a whole. So we'll be watching that as we work our way into December. Now, hurricane season just about done. We are shutting off as we work our way into December. It's not out of the question. There's a named storm, but the hurricane season ends at the end of this month. And if there is a named storm, typically it just kind of spins out there in the open waters of the Atlantic. There could kind of be a hybrid system, maybe not truly tropical in nature, could be kind of a subtropical system that could develop. But we'll keep an eye on that, especially for boating purposes. All right, rain chance, Trinidad and Tobago, next couple days, a 40 to 50% chance. We'll see a few spotty showers possible. In Grenada, a 30% chance, and a 30% chance St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Now, you see St. Lucia, as I mentioned, by Thursday, the rain chance is going to bump up. Not a guarantee, it's not a 100% chance, but you see by Thursday again in Barbados, there's going to be more moisture feeding in, more of that easterly flow that could draw in a few more showers. So St. Lucia, Barbados on Thursday, the rain chance bumping up. And the same thing goes for Martinique. Thursday and even Friday, the rain chance will be a little higher. You see Dominica on Thursday, rain chance 40%. On Thursday in Guadeloupe, we're going to be up to that 40% chance of rain. Now, a 20% chance the next few days in Antigua and Barbuda. We'll save some of the showers find us Thursday into Friday. St. Kitts and Nevis in Montserrat up to a 30% chance on Thursday, and again, slightly higher. Anguilla and St. Bart's as we work our way toward the end of the week. Same thing, St. Martin, Saba, and Statia. As we get into Puerto Rico, rain chance is pretty limited. It's very limited. In the U.S. and British Virgin Islands, there would be a very small chance of a shower. Dominican Republic, an isolated shower possible. And as we work our way back through Haiti, mainly dry over the next 3 days. Jamaica, though, a couple spotty showers at times. So over toward Montego Bay, keep me posted on what you get. Could see a passing shower. And again, a few of those spotty showers possible in the Cayman Islands. Bahamas, again, just seeing some fronts kind of passing by. Could get a shower. Lots of clouds, northern Bahamas, northern and central Bahamas. Cuba, again, passing shower possible, about a 20% chance. Very small chance of rain. Turks and Caicos, mainly dry. Belize, though, rain chance stays elevated. It's not going to be for all of us, but some scattered showers and storms in Belize. Get back through Aruba, rain chance only 10%. A 10 to 20% chance in Curacao and Bonaire. 5 to 10% chance in Bermuda. That's it, waiting on our next fronts. And the Yucatan, like Belize, we're going to see that higher elevated chance of rain, scattered showers and storms. Costa Rica, scattered showers and storms, about a 40% chance today, up to a 60% chance tomorrow. 20 to 30% chance in northern Venezuela. 40% chance today in Guyana, and a 20 to 30% chance the next couple days in Suriname. So we're going to track these season changes, waiting on these cold fronts, or at least the shifts in the winds, monitoring those areas of rain. As I mentioned, Belize over toward Mexico, a little higher chance of rain today, and then we'll see that rain chance increasing some Barbados, St. Lucia, Dominica as we work our way toward the end of the week. Keep an eye on some isolated areas of flooding, monitoring some of that in Belize. In a wetter than average December, that's what I'm seeing as of now, so it's going to stay generally active as a whole. So I'll be watching how things set up. So again, we'll wait on the fronts together. I'll keep you posted on that. Have a wonderful rest of your day.